All right, that was not exactly what I anticipated. That was less than desirable, I would say, but also I did not think that it would take us to the end of the game to score a touchdown. So, for those of you who didn't join us earlier, my prediction, I believe, was 27-24 Lions. I got the 24 part right. However, a little off on the 27. So I'm sorry, I got the 27 part right. I just got the 24 part wrong. Green Bay, they got 27. Guys, we got 13. Really flat game, very unprepared. I really low on the worry factor, but I would have to say that this one just falls solely on the entire organization and the team. They just look like they were not ready for the first day of work or the first day of school. The team itself is talented. The roster itself is healthy. I'm not even going to get into the coaching staff changes because I don't think having Ben Johnson or Aaron Glenn on this roster still on this team still. I mean, we've seen this before, and we not just with the Lions. We've seen good teams have very flat starts to the season. We're on the road in Green Bay. The momentum's all in their favor. You can say what you want about Micah Parsons. I didn't really think he was that big of an impact player. I think his sack kind of came at an end where they were pretty much letting him line up off sides illegally. So I don't know. I'm not really too concerned, but I don't know. You can put some comments in the chat. Let me know what you're thinking. I'd really be interested to hear some of the overreactions because this game, if you look at the score, looks like it could have been a battle to the end, but it really wasn't. I mean, the Green Bay Packers came out super hot on offense, no doubt about that. But the storyline here is this, them dominating the line of scrimmage. And again, having Frank Ragnow out there, does that make Taylor Decker not make as many mistakes? I mean, these guys, a lot of these guys that were on the roster last year were on this roster this year just making mistakes, and it was stupid shit, blown coverage, bad techniques. But moral of the story is, guys, we're who we are when we win the line of scrimmage battle, right? What good team isn't? Name it, right? There's no secret to this. But the one thing I just did notice is it just looked very flat, very, very like the players were going through a scripted first half. Excuse me. I'm not putting any of that on the coordinators right now. I'll wait till the tape, wait till I really kind of look at it. But, just meeting the eye test on the screen, everybody looked very just unexcited, almost like they expected to just walk through that game. So, I don't know. We got the Bears at home next week. I think that's really going to be the eye test for me. Weird that we're opening up with two divisional opponents, but it's going to be a rough road, irregardless, for the Lions this year. Let's just take a look at some of these numbers too, because I know everyone's going to be looking to blame somebody, guys. I just know it's how all of you typical hater fans want to behave. So, taking a look at this, we got some reactions on social media. This is the one that really irritated me, and this is what I'm talking about versus the line of scrimmage. Josh Jacobs, 19 attempts, 66 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, he cut through them. All right, so let's look at the stats. Jared Goff, again, on the stat line, had a real nice, respectful number. He's 31 of 39, 225 yards, 7 yards averaging a throw, one touchdown, one interception, 4 sacks, and an 88.6 rating. The 4 sacks, sloppiness. Not even from a lack of talent, but just like sloppy protection. So David Montgomery, 11 attempts, 25 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, 9 for 19. Man, they just held our running game down. They really held the game down in general. So Sam Laporta leads it with 79 yards, right? His longest was a 32. St. Brown, they tried real hard to get him into the game, but he was pretty ineffective with 45 yards. J-Mo with 23, and Tesla with his one target, one reception, and one touchdown at the very end of the game, which was a beautiful catch. So even from look at this on the defensive side, man. One tackle for a loss of Derek Barnes, the Bryant Branch interception that wasn't, the Alex Anzalone interception that wasn't, where they get called back. Kind of sucks, but just look at here, dude. Time of possession. And this is where I really thought we'd still start to actually close the gap is the time of possession towards the end of the first half, where we're taking 9.5 minutes off the clock. So we won the game. We won the time of possession game, but we still lost. And it really just comes down to some stupid things over here, like turnovers, penalties. And even look at total plays. We ran 65 total plays. So total yards, we did 246 to their 266. More passing yards on the Lions. The rushing yards, they beat us, but not by much. First downs, actually, we have more. Penalties, we have 7. They have 4. One turnover. We should have had one as well, right? And then this is really what kills it and sets it different. Sacks. Here's your line of scrimmage battle, guys, right here. Sacks. That's where I see that's where I see it. So, hey, Jer Bear, thank you for joining. You're right. Good point. This is what happens when they don't play starters in the preseason. To have them game ready. Very disappointing, Jerry. I think that's the smartest thing I've ever heard you say. No, I'm kidding. But that's actually very insightful, and you're right. They looked just like the first half was a walkthrough. Would have been this was their preseason, and that's the way they played. Very, very disappointed because now that I'm looking at the stat sheet, we won the stat sheet, and it's sad, right? So I'm not worried. I know what this roster is capable of. I know exactly what I expect out of them. I know what the standard is. I know what they're going to play when they're capable of what they're capable of doing. But super flat, man, just super flat. But good for Green Bay. They get a week 1 win against a really good opponent like the Lions. They get a little false sense of hope. They can ride the Micah Parsons thing out. I didn't think he looked too impressive. That's just me. He's great at rushing the passer, but I didn't think it was. All I say is I've seen better. We've played defenses that have scared me more. I thought Rashawn Gary is a scarier, nastier weapon than Micah Parsons. So he had, there's your stat line, Micah Parsons. They acted like he saved the game. So, I don't know. You tell me what you think. Uncle Jerry says, very disappointing. They acted like it was preseason. This is what happens, guys, when you don't play your starters for preseason. They show up kind of unprepared, and that's really what this was. Shep, you've been here before. You've coached in all the games that Aaron Glenn coached in last season. I don't think the feeling was any different from your players. Morton, you've been here before. I still saw Jared Goff. I just didn't see him with as much protection. He did have time. When he did, he delivered on the throws. But what I did see was just preparation, bad play calling. And I don't know what was going on. I'm not really going to make any bold statements, but I think Jerry was right. This was the first time the starters really got out there and maybe you should have let him dust off. But I won't get too caught up in that. But we got to really start thinking, how do we come out swinging against Chicago at home? Because we got to wipe this bad taste off of everyone's mouth. While we're at it, we're looking at San Francisco, Seattle. San Francisco 17-13, man. Another weird, quiet. Maybe they're going to stop doing these stupid openers where you've got them playing divisional games or big important games, because San Francisco, Seattle, down the line, the end of the season, it's going to look a lot different than 17-13 right now. What else do we have here? Excuse me. Another team that you'd think you'd have a lot more high hopes for, and you'd have a higher scoring offense. Houston, 9 points. LA Rams, 14 points. Man, this is like week one of preseason. CJ Stroud, 19 for 27, 188 yards, one interception. Ugh. Expect a lot more out of him. Nick Chubb, 60 yards. Maddie, what'd you do? 21 for 29, one touchdown. I mean, technically, Jared Goff put up better numbers than Matt Stafford did right there, right? And they only put 14 points up against Houston. So it's week one. It's just week one right now. Let's not overreact. We know, especially last season, going 15-2, banged up. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So we're closing week one out with a unexpected, ugly game loss to the Green Bay Packers. Not mad, just disappointed. I expect more out of all of them. Let's go back to the chat. Well said. Jer Bear Tactical says it was a bad day for Detroit sports teams. Yeah, it was. The Tigers lost. I was actually at the game. Friday night, they lost to the White Sox. I told my wife, I said, this is a series that we should at least win. Scooble did his part 2 nights ago, or last night, but today again, it was, looks like it was a loss. Not really sure how I feel about my Tigers right now, and Hermdo has my confidence up sometimes when he does his videos. Excuse me, but yeah, 6 versus 6-0 with Scooble and 6-4 with no Scooble. So maybe it's a pitching situation. I don't know. You tell me. And then we'll talk about Mike Lavati and how he's incapable of putting together a YouTube. He's incapable of putting together a YouTube account. So, it was funny. I was going over in the live about how there's so many people that watch that are not subscribed. It's because you don't even have a YouTube account. You're not even logged in. So log into YouTube, subscribe. Do it right now. Jesus Christ. All right. So, yeah, another Tigers disappointing loss. 6-4. I don't know what we're going to do about these boys right here. I'm not really feeling like this is a World Series caliber team. Like this is a team that just gets by right now. Look at those batting averages. Dylan Dingler's got a respectful 276. Zach McKinstry at a 266. Riley's hitting 267. I'll take that, but come on, guys. Torque's hitting 234. Slugging 459. I mean, these aren't numbers that scream World Series. They scream annoying team in the postseason. that could take out a team with big numbers and big hitters, but maybe wear a team down in a series, but to me, not World Series contenders. I don't know. You let me know. You let me know what you think, but I'm not too impressed. Do we live stream a live stream? Okay, here. I don't know. Should we live stream the Doctor and the Deuce stream? How funny would that be? I think, is this possible? Am I going to crack the internet code? It is. Look at this. Okay, so we are That's hilarious. Oh, I love it. Jerry Bear Tactical just agreed with everything I said. Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate that. Always count on you for a good, solid opinion. So this is the page that I wanted everybody to go check out. Let's try this again. Giving it my best shot, JT.
Well, I mean, how can you say that when, I mean, you're the one that gets taken.
You're live on the...
Okay.
You knew where I was going with that.
Oh, yes. Hey, when it comes to...
Where is the lovely Mrs.
Look at that.
Stone?
She's upstairs somewhere.
So, I don't know if you guys can hear the audio,
by
but I got
Lola,
these guys
not
live streaming
Lola,
while I'm streaming live on the fan forum.
Hello.
I think it'll be easier if I share... There we go. Share a window. Look at the... You're live on the fan forum, JT. Look at this. Oh my lord, I have a hitch. I have a hitch. We have a... See, I don't even know if you guys can hear this audio. So this is a DDW. I guess they're doing their bite-sized one right now, so... Jesus. Even though we do have a Detroit sports theme here, I wanted to bring these guys on this podcast that they've done a lot of promoting for us, and I want to promote for them. So we'll leave them up on the background while I ramble on about Detroit sports. So I'm going through some overreactions right now here on my phone. So what a crappy weekend. Tigers lose 2 of the 3 terrible. White Sox. Michigan gets embarrassed. The Lions forget they had a game today. Oh, my Lord. Well said, Shane. So that was Shane, buddy of mine. Kind of a dumpy weekend. Like you said, the Lions forgot they had a game today. That's the best thing I can describe. I will say this while we're doing this whole live stream of the fan forum. Let's bring up this Tesla catch. Jerry, could you hear the audio when I was look at this. Holy shit. Dude, look at this guy. Look at that. So this is the rookie that I've been ranting and raving about that they just give one target to. Okay. Would you look at that? Oh my good lord. Kid's gonna be a phenom, man. I'm telling you. Well, that's what I'm saying. They didn't wake up. Like Shane, you said it right. They're just sleeping at the helm. Took them this long to do something this cool. They had everything going though. I mean, that one drive that took up so much of the time of possession, I thought for sure they were gonna dump it in. So just expect better. All right. McSkeeter says, howdy, partner. You let me know. Can you guys hear this audio in this chat? Well, obviously you can hear mine, but... Ugh. That catch was insane, dude. Like, I'm telling you. It gives us something to literally think about, but... Maybe a little bit of highlight. I knew this was going to happen. Micah's first sack as a Packer. Guy had one meaningless play out there. I feel like the NFL even just told the Lions, you know, we're just going to let you guys, just let us, you got to let the Packers win this game. Disappointing. All right, so you guys couldn't hear the audio of the doctor and the do. I think there is a way to do it. Again, I'm just playing around with this. Let's try it again. Well, too late. Show ended. Anyways. I know there's a way to share audio because I've gotten... There it is. You got to share a tab to share audio. Not the entire screen. All right. Anyways, just trying to promote my buddy's podcast while a few of you guys are on here trying to work out the bugs. Got 20-some people that watched the pregame one. Similar to my pregame and my postgame, not prepared, just like the Lions. I don't really have too many worries. I saw people not get injured. I'm happy. I know who all these players are. I know what we're capable of. Excuse me. I know that the light at the end of the tunnel is a Super Bowl. And what I saw today was a team that won the stat sheet, but didn't show up when it came time to execute and finish. And they looked lazy. So I expect more out of them. Again, it's like a teenager. I expect more out of you. Shame on you. You've done better. You can do better. All right. No comments about my CMU hoodie. I know they got their asses handed to them this weekend. Go figure. Okay, we're going to try this one more time. Yeah, well said, McSkeeter. We still have plenty of time. We have plenty of time. I ain't worried about it. All right, now I know you can hear it up. Fire up's right, baby.
It's Sippy and Sill again!
Yes, it is! Sippy is coming out to compete for the title, and Silhouette is his manager. Mommy manager.
Right?
Mommy.
Tom, say on the audio works
Mommy.
now, Ryan. You tell me if this audio works. Am I lying or what?
So I'm looking at it right now. I've got it set to one
Nice.
cooldown per stream. That's what it is. The cooldown
All right,
is
so there's
set
a
for
bigger
one
picture
day.
of the reason why I'm trying to do this right now.
Oh my God, you did not.
I want to
He
get
would
into
just have
Did
to
you
wait 24
really just-
hours.
Did you really do that?
It
Really?
It
I want to
actually
be able
was
to get into
just
Hermdo's.
default set to that.
He's been plugging us so much. We're gonna get into his channel real quick.
You
Um,
Oh man, we're back on the fan forum. The audio was.
we're gonna plug Hermdo. All right, so he's been doing such a good job with us. I want to plug him too.
Hey guys, what's going on? Hope you're having a good
This
Friday.
is
Hermdo
Hermdo's
back
page.
with you with another episode. I haven't talked about politics in a while, but
He
I
does
did watch
politics. He
some
does,
parts of this
some
Adam
of his
Friedland interview with
conspiracy
Richie
stuff. I
Torres.
need to
He's
join
a
his and subscribe.
representative of New York's
Just like you
15th
do. That's
district.
what
He's
you
been
need
around
to
for a
do.
while.
Get
I
on
think
there.
he signed off on a
click the
couple
button.
pro-Trump
Join.
bills. People are kind
All
of
right.
miffed at him about
He's been
that.
putting
but
out so much
there's this
content
very
for us. I wish I could.
illuminating interview
I don't know,
he did with
Hermdo. I will
Adam
make some
Friedland,
conspiracy videos,
and
videos
I thought
for you.
there were some
Thank
segments
you,
of it
Jerry.
that were
I
pretty
appreciate
creepy.
it. You guys are my
and a
beta
little
testers.
weird.
I'm
And some of
trying
his
to figure
responses, some
out
of Richie's
when I
responses,
get on
kind of
here
gave
and I'm
me
streaming
Manchurian
live.
Candidate
What is
vibes.
my
But let's
best
check this out. I
option?
got some timestamps
Um,
here. Here,
so that everything
Adam
works.
talks about
So hopefully, at some
Richie's,
point in time,
BlackRock,
a lot of people are on here
Blackstone
commenting, and
donations
the
or
Lions win,
donations
and
he
they're all
received
ready
from
to do
Blackstone.
something. All
But
these
let's
little
get into it.
goofy
He has some
things I
interesting
have
responses here. And Adam kind of takes him to
actually
task for it. I
So I
thought
appreciate
Adam
that.
did a very good job here.
More than
But yeah,
half your
go
time every
subscribe to
week
his
at a
page.
banquet. No,
Just
or just
click
call
this
time.
button
Just
right
dialing
here.
fidelity.
And then while you're at it,
You were criticized, I saw,
you
for
go to our channel. And, well, I can't subscribe because I'm already subscribed. But make sure you hit that button. So, all right. Well, listen, it's about 30 minutes in. You're lucky you got me because this is week 1 and they lost. But even though I'm a little nasally and sinusy, I still want to come on, try a few things out, say what's up. So, you know, I can't appreciate all the love and support from everybody I know, between Mick Skeeter and Jer Bear that are on right now, the doctor and the Dew, all my other friends and family. Appreciate it. We're going to come back and come up with some good content for you. Check out Wednesday for another drop on an episode. Hermdo's probably going to have some small videos, but yeah, just keep checking back, guys, because this season's only getting started, and I know it was a really sloppy start, but we're going to finish strong. All right, one pride. Peace.